Hello, everybody, Crow here, and we're looking at Stern Pinball Arcade for the first time. Oh, the first time for you. For me, it's the second time because I tried to do this video already, and my audio really messed up, so this is me doing this again. So I might not have the energy to complain about this as much as I did the first time. But man, okay, we're going to start out with the title screen. We're going to be looking at the Mustang table here. But since this is the first time we're looking at Stern Pinball Arcade, I just want to show around a little bit and see what's kind of terrible about this, especially if you're using a controller like I am. Here we're looking at the main menu, which only shows 5 tables, and if you're looking at this, you're immediately confused because you're like, okay, see 5 tables and Frankenstein's there twice. Well, what you've got to realize is that the 2 tables at the top are in a separate category than the 3 at the bottom. So you're like, okay, well, is there only 3 tables? Well, no, there's actually more than that, because if you push up or down, it cycles through those tables, but only on the bottom row. More confusingly, if you want to select those tables using a controller, pushing left and right will only cycle through the 5 that are listed. So you have to down, and then you can cycle through those. Down, then you can cycle through those. It's a terrible design. You can tell that they designed this for tablets and tablets, phones, whatnot, and you know the PC version is just getting a port of that UI when it should pretty much have its own UI. This is pretty terrible for a computer. I don't know what's on the PS4, Xbox One. I assume it's the same thing. Well, here's what I don't understand is if I'm using a controller, I don't know how I'm supposed to select exit game, log out, or challenge. The cursor just never goes there. I actually have to use a mouse to select those things. If I want to exit, I could hit circle too. But log out, I would never want to do that anyway. But if I wanted to select the challenge, I would have to actually use a mouse to get down there. That's totally unacceptable. But let's select Mustang here. Actually, what I want to point out was that all of these tables, the 3 new tables in the Pinball Arcade, are $9.99 each, which is significantly more, but I guess there's more of a licensing thing. But even though you're paying more, you're actually getting less than if you were to buy a Pro table in the Pinball Arcade. So, hang on a second. I really need to get a drink. I'll be right back. Alright. I'm sure I cut out that time it took me to get the drink, but I forgot where I was. But I think I was talking about the tables being about $9.99 each for Mustang, Star Trek, and AC/DC. The rest of the tables are $4.99. But fortunately, and this is a good thing, if you already own those tables in the Pinball Arcade, you also get to play them here, which makes total sense. It would be a total douchebag move for them to make you pay for them again to play exactly the same tables, but with less features than what you had if you bought the Pro table. And I'll show you what less features there are. But what is also annoying is that they have you buy all the tables separately, but they have 2 table bundles, which include all these tables if you buy both bundles. But they split up the 3 new tables in the bundle. So I think I don't remember which ones, but 2 of them are in bundle 1, and only, I think AC/DC is by itself in bundle 2. And if you were to buy both bundles, it's a total of like $35, which is only $5 more than if you were to buy the 3 tables separately. So why didn't they bundle all 3 new tables separately? Put that as a separate bundle and then give you that at a reduced price. I don't know. They're just bundling things to make you spend as much money as possible, I think. Let's jump into this. Oh, very nice loading screen here, by the way. Not even an image of a Mustang or anything, because that's what I've selected here. You can't look around the table. That option's not there. You got 3 simple options here. Nice buttons, like as if I was to reach out and touch them. Yeah. Okay, so you can start it. And this is where your options are. But, you know, just by looking at that icon, it looks just a pinball machine. What is that supposed to mean? Well, look at that. This is terrible. They put all the options, like, on the screen in this format. Like, okay, it was better in Pinball Arcade even after they redid the design, because that was its own separate menu. It wasn't stuck on the table. Another thing I want to point out, I don't remember if I mentioned this or not already, but if you've got a virtual cab, one of the reasons why a lot of people don't like the new Pinball Arcade UI, not this one in particular, but the Pinball Arcade, is because on a virtual cab, it's a lot harder to select your tables. It's nearly impossible because it's very difficult to scroll through them, if you can even do that. In this setup, it's going to be likely as impossible to do so as well. So they really need to fix the UI, at least give you an option of different UIs. I mean, with Pinball Arcade, I've at least gotten a little bit used to the new UI. It still has a weird bug that where if I want to go to the configuration menu, it'll also change the skin of the ball without thinking. I never really pointed that out, but I realized that when I was playing, what table? The last table I did for Pinball Arcade, whatever that table was, I realized it was also changing the skin of the ball when I was going through the menus. But here's what we got for options. Extras is listed like in a bigger format or bigger font size. So we got table history, which is what I'm going to look at here first. We got Mustang Premium Boss 2014. Now, before I go any further, if you're unfamiliar with what Stern has been doing in recent years with their pinball machines, they've been releasing different levels of models at different price points. The premium model and the limited edition models are pretty much the higher end tables. The limited edition has a little bit extra balls and whistles, but nothing that really affects gameplay. But the Pro model does have features taken away that does affect gameplay in some instances. So what they're giving us is kind of like the better of the two options in these tables. But for the price of $9.99, you'd think that they might want to think about giving us the Pro version as well, just so we can kind of see the differences and play the differences in that. But, yeah, Mustang Premium Boss 2014 celebrates 50 years of one of the most iconic muscle cars ever made, the Ford Mustang. Players are challenged to race a variety of Mustangs against an array of colorful characters in 8 different race scenarios, including drag racing, drifting, and road racing. This is a fast-playing table with clear shot goals. I kind of disagree with that. And excellent multi-ball modes. The gorgeous playfield features twin stacked ramps, full spectrum colored LEDs, a show car on a turntable, and artwork by famed Ford GT car artist and designer Camilo Pardo. I don't know if I said that right. Actual Mustang engine sounds, narration by professional race car driver and TV show host Tanner Faust, and an awesome soundtrack featuring 8 generations cruising tunes make this table a fitting tribute to an American classic. So there's our table. We got all this other stuff. Got credits. No option to look around the menu or anything. It's not even... Oh, I want to look at table goals really quick because, yeah, I've never done... Oh, let's see what it is to collect the skill shot really quick. I might skip over this real quick. There's several skill shots. Oh, okay. And here's another bug I've seen is where's it pointing at? It's pointing at 19 out of 492. The score is hold the left flipper while plunging. So why is it pointing there? And it does this a lot. It does it in a lot of the instructions. The ball will be sent to the left orbit to the flippers, and then immediately shoot this Mustang score scoop. Okay. So that's where and I think we just need to complete a skill shot. Okay. We're going to leave that. I just need to do that because last time I played... And look at this. It didn't save my settings for table brightness. I want this really low because otherwise it's really bright and it's really annoying. I think 15's nice. Let's start it off. One of the things I want to mention is that I am probably going to get copyright notification on this video because of the music. They actually use real music, and I'm not going to silence the music for this video. I'd rather sooner make this video available somewhere else than have YouTube take it down for a stupid reason such as the music that's used in a pinball machine. So it said there's the ball scoop up there, which is because that was the one thing I already played this table and then I had some audio issues, which is making me do this again. So I got 2 skill shots to go for. I'm going to try to use the plunger one. Oh, so I only get 1 shot at that. Alright, so physics themselves feel a little bit different than Pinball Arcade. I don't know if it's just me. Maybe it's just that I have it. The ball seems a little bit floatier, a little bit lighter than it's supposed to be. Again, it could just be me. This table, I've only played I'd say played once, but I've seen it once. So that was pretty terrible. Okay. So I've already lost a ball. Let's see if we can... Oh, there it is. Skill shot. Nice. And that's another thing. The goals. Okay, let me stop here for a second. Well, let me go and see if I can actually talk while I'm playing. Pinball Arcade. When Pinball Arcade originally came out, they put the table goals near the flippers, and I thought that was a terrible decision because they're putting it in the play area. So it was kind of distracting. It would say goal 1, and it would be right where you're trying to see the flipper. So when they in the latest UI edition of Pinball Arcade, say what you will say about how terrible it is, but the one nice thing that they fixed was they put those table goals off to the side when you got it, the notification, so it wasn't in your playfield view. And you can kind of see that, but like, oh cool, I got a table goal, but I can also still see the table. And now what did they do here? They put it in big giant letters in the middle of the table. And I know why they put it back on the table. That makes it easier for them to do this on... it's less work for them to do different UIs for different platforms. Because if you do this on your phone or your tablet, you're not going to have any. You're not going to see anything off to the side. So they put it on the middle of the screen again. But we don't need to deal with that. Why not have? Like there it is again. Oh, looks like I got all the. I got all the standard goals now. So there you go. So that's nice. Spell. Okay. I guess we'll just select that. I don't really know much about the different modes. I out of AC/DC, Star Trek, and Mustang here, extra balls lit, so I think that's over there. Yeah, I see it. Okay, so we got multiple going. We got extra ball lit. We should be able to hit that. Gear shift. Okay. It'd be really cool if there was actually gear shifter on this machine, like in the Getaway, but I guess they decided it wasn't that important. This is a fun table. I don't think it's one I'd want to own. I mean, obviously, if the opportunity came up to get one really cheap, I'd get it. Because, you know, why not? But if I had an option, this wouldn't be one I would select. And there I am, like, losing all the balls. As soon as they pop out. Is multi-ball over already? I think so. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. And here I am, placed 4th, with a broken car, no less. Alright. Looks like my audio's still going, and my camera's still doing, and my capture's still capturing. Yeah, I've got 3 things to... Let's see, so we can select... We'll do Police Pursuit. We'll try the other... We'll try the other skill shot. Left flipper... Oh, it's supposed to come around, but it didn't.
Dispatch, this is 708.
So, unless the instructions are wrong or something screwed up here. Alright. Yeah, oh, and you know what, I think another thing I talked about when I did this video originally, but I don't think I've talked about it in this version. The car that's in the middle of the table. I'm pretty sure that in the real pinball machine, they put it in there different colors and different models of Mustangs. So, you know, when you bought a pinball machine... Oh, there's an extra ball. You could have gotten any sort of... You could even replace it, I guess, if you wanted, with a different Mustang. Because, you know, this table is for Mustang lovers. So if you really love Mustang, this is the table you would want. Maybe want to put your model of your favorite Mustang on the table. That option's there. So far from what I've seen, it's always been this green Mustang on the table. It never changes. And it's not that critical, but it'd be nice if it would be a cool feature they could add. Burnout mode. Okay, so what's going on here? I've been talking, not really paying attention to what's going on here.
Upgrade scoring.
Upgrade scoring, alright? What does that mean? Shoot. Oh, I hit the button, burnout multiple. Fine, whatever. Cool sound effects, cool music. It's a nice table, but again, it's one I'm glad I'm playing here. And you know, $10 is better than a few thousand.
Jackpot.
Again, you know what? Playing it in real life isn't even close to this. It really isn't. But, you know, it's a fun novelty to play it here. Maybe learn a little bit about the table, the way the rules are as you're playing it, reading the instructions. That's where I see the value in this. And I think that might be the... No, I got an extra ball. I do have an extra ball. So I think we'll only play one game of this. I do like it.
Shoot again.
I mean, it's not the like in the Stearns in the 2000, even the 2010s. This isn't even the worst table that I've played. Let's see if we can do this. It said to hold the left flipper and launch. Okay, finally came around, and then you're supposed to hit the scoop, which is that would be the super skill shot. Okay, there we go. And boom. Okay, well that's... Okay, so still not making that shot there. I'm trying to go for what's lit red. Feed it over to the... Man, it just rolls away, doesn't it? It's very hard to catch the ball on these flippers. And I don't remember if that was like that in the real table or not. Up and around, and boom! There it is! 1,000,000 points for that. Okay, looks like I need to hit the other way. That's close. Oh wow, that almost drained. Getting gears.
Hit the nitrous boost.
Okay, is that... See, when he says that, I think I have to hit the button, but it's not the case. Oh, look at that. I thought I was going to hit the flipper. Alright. There we go. I don't think I'm going to play another game. I probably wouldn't do much better. 52 million. It's not a high score. I wonder what the high scores are here.
See you next time, race fans.
High scores. I would need at least 89 million, and apparently I've never gotten that high on this table. So I guess that's another thing I need to work for. We're not going to do it here. But unfortunately, we can't look around the table, so that's not something I could do. So we'll have to leave it at that. Thanks everyone for watching. See you all next time. Bye.